my journey has been enjoyable, challenging, and one of growth. And I moved from therapist into coaching, and I've gone wriggly routes to get to my best places and the places that I belong in and want to be working for in relation to people. So my passion is a relationship, and first and foremost the relationship that we have with ourselves, and then the relationship that we have with others, and what blocks us from those relationships. What I realised when I was working as a therapist and working in an employment assistance programme in the NHS was that a lot of the staff who were coming through for the counselling were talking about bullying in the organisation, or so it was often one of a bullying culture or toxic. And I'd been thinking about coaching anyway, and it felt to me like, and what the differences were, and whether I ought to explore executive coaching. And this kind of firmed me up a bit more, because I felt that if I was working with leaders in organisations, then it would have a direct impact on the organisation and the culture within that organisation, and recognising that culture is one of the most difficult things to change in terms of gaining a positive culture for people to work within. So I started asking people who I knew were consultants, or internal organisational consultants, whether I need to get more training, or what I needed to do. And at the same time, I was asked to go on a practice group with a load of coaches in London that had been trained at the prestigious London School of Coaching with Miles Downey, and some of which were trainers on the course. So this felt like a really big opening, and at that time I was a single parent, and the cost of the practice group was huge, because we had it facilitated by somebody who was a CEO of a very successful consultancy. So anyway, I put my money where my mouth was, and I signed up, and I have to say that was like a qualification itself. I think I was there for 2.5-3 years, and I learned lots. Most of what I learned was there wasn't a massive difference between how, in the way that we felt and the philosophies of their coaching and mine practice. So it was very reassuring, and I feel like I learnt about their practices and how to become a coach through that osmotic process. So I started practicing. So I put my name out. Unfortunately, when you do that thing of letting the ether know and the wider world know this is what you're going to move into, and then people start calling you and referring to you and bringing you in. I got a big piece of consultancy in the NHS with finance, and on the back of that I got the executive director and the deputy chief exec asked for coaching. So it was fabulous, and I just started growing from there. So I've worked all over now. I've worked in the public sector, private sector, worked with lawyers, and in the voluntary sector, and it's a huge privilege and fascination in terms of what people bring into their coaching, and what they, obviously what they bring to their therapy as well. And now I work as an integrated coach and therapist, and people that have heard me speak before will also hear my delight and surprise, well, not really surprise actually, delight that people are having coaching and therapy together as an integrated practice and service know when they need what, or it seems to me. And also I think when clients know that it's there and it's in you, they will fulfill that space because they know it's there, and so they use it quite rightly. Why wouldn't they?